Vaccinated, get more vaccinations administered because cases are rising, and if you can't lock people down, at least make sure you're getting more and more people vaccinated. And more than 36 lakh vaccinations were administered yesterday. That is the highest number of daily vaccinations till date, and the last record was 34.28 lakh vaccinations. That was on the 22nd of March. And NDTV's Vishnu Som was also among those who got vaccinated today, and he filed this report about his experience.
Well, it's important for us to practice what we preach. For the last 1 year plus, we've been talking about vaccination, vaccination, vaccination virtually every day. Now, the numbers thus far have been very encouraging. More than 36 lakh Indians have actually vaccinated. And today, I'm going to walk the talk. I'm going to get my vaccination as well. It's something I've looked forward to for a long time. Thanks, ma'am, very much for taking me through this. I can't tell you how excited I am to actually get this vaccination. We waited. All right, well, there you have it. Time for my jab. And remember, and to remind myself, I need to take the second jab as well. And that's going to come after some time. So it's 28 days, and then after that, between 4 to 8 weeks for this particular vaccine. Important to stick to that schedule to ensure that you get maximum efficacy. And that's it. Thank you very much. Didn't feel a thing. Well, I've just had my jab right now, and I was told I needed to come to this room and I needed to wait. The director of Moolchand with me, Dr. Handa, thanks very much for speaking to me. You were absolutely clear with me, no question of any moving outside. You have to sit over here for 30 minutes. That's part of the protocol, right?
That's part of the protocol, and we strictly adhere to that. There are no exceptions.
And could you tell our viewers why that's important?
Because it says that if you have allergies to the vaccine, you may have an anaphylactic reaction, and that happens within the 30 minutes period. So that is why you have to be under observation for 30 minutes minimum.
And what has the response been since yesterday?
Since yesterday, yesterday it was very good, quite high. If you ask the numbers, we had initially first March started off with 200 plus, went on to 300 plus. Yesterday, but it had dropped down to 100 plus. But yesterday it was 250. Right. So with a very good response.
And so finally, what is your message to people out there on the importance of getting, because people keep having vaccine hesitancy and things like that. We feel there's no time for that luxury. It's a pretty important situation.
Yes, I think the world has no other alternative. Everybody has to be vaccinated. And if the purpose of this, the vaccines coming out within a year, no vaccine has come out within, as an emergency usage within 1 year, that means it's serious business. Right. So we encourage everybody to get vaccine because that's the only solution. This COVID is going nowhere. It's not going to disappear suddenly. So vaccine is the only way ahead at the moment. And vaccine hesitancy initially was okay. But now there's so much data, there's so much literature, there's so many people getting vaccinated, and nothing much is happening. I mean, it's one of the safest vaccines that we have. Right. Any vaccine that you have, both the ones available in India, COVID and Covaxin, both are safe. Right. You can.
And finally, ma'am, it's so important for people to remember that the maximum efficacy comes 14 days after the second jab, which comes 28 days after the first. So in fact, it's not just, the second jab could be up to 8 weeks, up to 8.
Yes. That's very interesting because, the 60 plus, when we had the second phase, people rushed in and they thought they had the first jab and they were completely, safe. So we used to tell them, please don't you follow COVID protocols because you have to do it. The efficacy or the protective antibodies come 2 weeks after the second. So that's what we had to explain. So I usually make it a point to meet up people and ask if you have any queries. So these are some queries which used to come initially. Now I think the message is going across that you have to, if you're vaccinated, doesn't mean you are safe. You still have to take COVID, adhere to your COVID protocols.
And thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it, a quick look at the protocols involved. And our message to everybody out there, get out there. If you are eligible, 45 years of age and above, you must get your jab. You must help us fight the coronavirus.